Hi friends, hi students. Now let's study the Newton's second law of motion. What is Newton's second law of motion is the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the applied force in the direction of the force. In other words, we can say F is force and m is mass, okay, and a is acceleration. So F is directly proportional to the mass of the object into acceleration of the object. If we see this example, when the unbalanced force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object time its acceleration. Okay, see here in this example, same force applied on the small mass, little mass, the acceleration is fast, right? When the same force, when we applied on large mass, then acceleration is very low, isn't it? For example, if you push any object like a box or any pencil, its mass of the pencil is very less, so the speed and accelerations is very high. Okay, when the same force which applied for pencil, when you applied that force to car, okay, then that is the car's mass is large, so that acceleration is very less. So Newton what is saying means, an object of the mass is high, that is heavy, you have to apply more force, right? Then the acceleration will go. Likewise, what is he stating in the second law is, force is directly proportional to mass and acceleration. Got it? Next we see mathematical formula of second law of motion. When the initial momentum, what is the formula? P1 is a momentum, m is mass, u is initial velocity, and final velocity v as v. In the change in momentum, that is a particle or object moving from one one position like initial state to final state. Okay, this is a final state. In between, how much the change in momentum is happen, that we going to calculate with this formula. Therefore, we are minusing P1 minus P2, then we will get mu minus mv. In that, we have to take m as common, then we will get v minus u. Okay, then we will calculate with the time. When we calculate momentum of the object with the time, we will state it as rate of change of momentum, okay, per second. Okay, if a object is like this is a pen, okay, initial momentum is this, initial point, the initial momentum is this. When it is moved to this hand to this hand, in between this path, this distance is there, right? In this momentum, what will happen? What is the change of momentum? For that we are calculating with the time per second, how this momentum is happen. That for that we are using this formula. Okay, then rate of change of momentum equal to m into v minus u divided by t. T means time. Okay, or the applied force is F is directly proportional to the change in momentum divided by time. Okay, got it? Then F is equal to k into m into a. K is constants of proportionality. Then when we remove that constant of k, we will get F equal to ma. So F is directly proportional to mass and acceleration. Then comes to Newton's third law of motion, states that to every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. They act on two different bodies. So To prove that action and reactions are equal or opposite, we will take this activity. Okay, take a two spring balances A and B connected together. Fix the spring like this one. Okay, I will show that video. See, take a two spring A. This was the left hand side is A, right hand side is B. When is the right hand side spring getting moved, getting pulled, that reaction is happened in right side, but reaction is happened in left side, but action is happening in right side. And action is happened, the left hand side spring is getting moved, right? That is right side and left side, the changing the force in opposite direction. Okay, that is called Newton's third law of motion. What is called? States that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. They act on two different bodies. Take two spring. Next we will go examples of action and reaction. When a bullet is fired from a gun, it exerts a forward force, right? That is a action on the bullet, but the bullet exerts a equal opposite force like and recoils. Okay, see here, in the bullet is going out, that is recoiling on reaction, it's getting backward. Okay, when you put on a when you shoot on a gun, this recoil is like it comes backward, then only the bullet goes forward. Okay, bullet goes forward when the recoil comes back. Okay, then only how much speed that recoiling is happen, that much force act on opposite direction. Okay, that is called Newton's third law of motion. When a sailor jumps out of a boat, okay, he exerts a backward force of the boat. Boat is going backside, that is action. The boat exerts an equal and opposite force on the sailor reaction, then the sailor jumps forward. Another example is called when an air filled balloon, if you fill the balloon with air without tying the knot, see, if you lift that, the air comes down, but the balloon goes upward, right? That action is called Newton's third law of. Another example is when rocket is fired, the force of burning gases coming out, that is a action, right? Action is when the fuel is burning, it pushes the downwards, then only it will rocket will go upwards, right? That how much pressure you giving, that is a action. Okay, an equal and opposite force on the rocket, the reactions, that is reaction, it moves forward. Conservations of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum states that sum of momentum of two objects before collision is equal to the sum of momentum after collision, provided there is unbalanced force acting on it. So, for example, if we take this example, you understood, I think. This means one momentum of mass A is high. First, initially, see, moment of mass 2 is stable. Okay, the momentum of mass A is ball is coming up and acting upon the momentum of B ball. Okay, when the how much force is acts upon the ball 2, the same force will ball 2 will move in the same speed. The ball 2 will move. That is the one of the law of conservations of momentum. Okay, when we see this example, this one explanations, you will understood. See, if you have two balls A and B, we see in two balls A and B of masses ma. For A ball, we mentioning mass as ma. For B ball, we mentioning mass as mb. Or traveling in a straight line with initial velocities ua and ub. If initial velocity of uva is greater than ub, the two balls will collide with each other. Okay, then collide with each other. During the time, the ball A exerts a force, right? You see that the ball A, see here, the ball A is coming, exerts the force to ball 2, correct. That's what I am explaining here, like that during the collision at time t, ball A exerts a force on B, okay. Then ball B exerts a force on A. This is a final velocity, okay. If A and B are the final velocities of the ball collision, after what will happen? See here, see, then collides. After collision, see here, after collision that ball collides and make it stable, right. This is law of conservation of momentum. Then ball MA and ball B moves backwards. See, first initially two balls going in forward direction, okay. After hitting the ball A and B, it goes in opposite direction. See, force A. Force A is mass of force of first A is actually forward direction, right side. Then after collision it goes backwards. This is like conservations of momentum. Momentum of a ball A before and after collisions are MA UA and MA VA. UA means initial velocity, VA means final velocity of ball A, okay. And then momentum of ball B before and after collisions are MB and UB, and after collisions MB and VB. VB is final velocity, final collisions, okay. Change in momentum, already we said we have to minus that initial and final velocity of A ball, and then we will get MA as common, and which is the time, with the time we will calculate. So we will be dividing by T, and the same for mass momentum of ball B. In that also we will be taking MB as common, and then we have two equation, MA into VA minus UA divided by T, and then MB into VB minus UV divided by T. Then therefore 2 is there, okay. Two equations is there. We telling minus of FA BA. Why means according to Newton's third law of motion, the force exerted by a ball A on ball B is equal, correct. Then opposite to the force FBA, correct, right. Then exerted by ball A and ball B. So we denoting as force of ball B and A is minus, because reversing, right. A and B first initial collision, and after B and A, okay, that is a final collision. So we denoting it as opposite direction, so we mentioning it as minus, okay. In that we were taking MA as common, and we getting the cancellations. After we get momentum of two balls before collision is equal to the momentum of two balls after collision. This is like law of conservation of momentum. Momentum of two balls before collision is equal to the momentum of two balls after collisions, okay.